All right. We're the BSU podcast. My name is Kelly Dozier. I am advisor for the BSU. We got Alexandria Thomas here, one of the BSU members.
Hey,
a special guest and a friend of mine, DJ Ashby.
Hey.
So you're here because we wanted to, talk about your journey through, becoming a DJ and get your name out there and education and all that stuff, and how you educate yourself becoming a DJ, and where did you get the love for music from?
It all started with orange basketball. No, I'm just kidding.
She just said when she was a young Ward Hall. She tried to. It all started with orange basketball.
My father is a DJ, so
so that's the connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up watching him. He'd have his homies come by, spin for them all the time. He would always make live mixes and things. But in high school, it was just my mother and I. And I was mainly basketball focused, like that really was the main thing, but I always had music downloaded. Old websites that he would get me to download music, clean versions and stuff, of course, he was always, you gotta listen to the clean version, I don't wanna. He snatched my iPod one time and I had a bunch of bad stuff on.
He a DJ. He a DJ and he's snatching your stuff.
I was in junior high at the time, so
okay.
Probably shouldn't have been listening. I was listening to some ratchet stuff, okay?
What's wrong with ratchet?
Yeah.
What's wrong with saying nothing wrong with a little bit of ratchet music? What's wrong with that?
I'm saying. But high school came in my junior year. Well, all the way throughout high school, I was in ASB, student body, rally commissioner, so I was in charge of music, rallies, the whole shebang. Luckily, I had the websites that provided clean versions, so all the newest songs. So I eventually got tired when I would do the rallies. I would be on the mic, and I would go back to my iPod, hit next, or I don't like the song, hit next. So my cousin actually showed me an app, Virtual DJ, and you can record mixes on there. Just hit play. So you record your mixes, throw it on your iPod, hit play, and the whole. So meanwhile, the music's just playing for like a cool 45 minutes during lunchtime, whatever, and I could just talk. I don't have to worry about going back and forth. Eventually, the students were like, you should just DJ one of our dances. Like, we don't like the new DJs. I was like, okay, cool. So after that, I got paid, and I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. Like,
I got paid.
Hold on, real quick. Let's give a shout out to Apple iPod. Thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out.
Really,
It was the iPod Nano at the time.
Oh my goodness.
They don't even sell those anymore.
I don't even know if they even got iPods anymore, because I feel like we do everything on our phones now.
Yeah.
So, but you're saying that, so you got into DJ, and you had this cool equipment. I was checking it out the other day. I'm like, I was like, first of all, this thing is pretty much your size. Wait, it's about the same size as you. Mm-hmm. That thing is heavy as hell. A huge DJ, like, I guess like a suitcase DJ thing.
Yeah, it's
I was
huge.
like, you need some help? He was like, yeah, lift this.
Lift this.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, and I used to have a bigger one, like probably to my shoulders, and that's where my real turntables are held. I keep that at the house now. I don't have to carry those, but because that case is with the equipment in it.
Too much.
It's ridiculous.
It's too much.
You gotta have a gym life.
That's
my workout.
Let's not heavy things going around.
For real.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your education into DJing. Like, how did you figure out what equipment?
Well, so that first dance I did, all I had was a laptop. A laptop, an aux cord, and I used the speakers that the school had. So
I don't know what that means.
Didn't have anything. Like, that was just clicking some buttons or whatever, and you can do that now with like the apps and everything. Like, technology has made it crazy for the DJ scene. But my father advised me on. Well, he actually gave me a controller. It was a mini controller. It's really, you can't really do much scratching. But he gave me that when he found out I'm getting into DJing. He's like, boom, got that. I had to get speakers eventually because I could have rented, but might as well purchase your own speakers. You can do whatever you want at that point.
Right, because it's gonna pay itself.
Right. So my mom helped me with that. And as far as education, it was pretty. I don't know. Like, I just kind of had it. As far as blending, That was pretty simple for me because all you have to do is really set up hot cues and make sure that the beats per minute match with each other for each song. So if this one's like 90 beats, the other one needs to be 90 beats. Even if it's a regular 85, you gotta scroll it up to 90. DJ talk, but
No, I totally get it. I can totally get what you're talking about.
Yeah,
There are a lot of people
yeah.
like they're gonna be taking pens and paper, like writing it down, like okay,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
go and Google this, YouTube this.
definitely.
But
Yeah.
When you were mentioning, I'm sorry to cut you off. You were mentioning you got support from your parents,
Mhm.
so that is something else that's very influential. And that,
Very important. Yeah, have a strong support system.
that's good. People that are willing to invest in you
Definitely.
and in your dreams and in your goals.
Yeah, my mom, she's really just supportive. She believes in whatever you're passionate about. Go full
Go
fledged.
ahead and do it.
Go hard with it.
Mhm.
So was your dad like your mentor, or like did you have different mentors during this process of becoming a DJ?
I had different mentors. He was definitely there though. Anytime I had a question. But for DJing, I didn't really have much questions, and it was easy for me. I would just YouTube it if anything. Like
That's
how
the
to-
key. Like everybody go to YouTube. Everybody be like, listen, I'm just going to YouTube, figure this out.
YouTube and Google.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
pretty
were-
much.
When it came to scratching,
Mhm.
because I was able to just feel it and hear the sound, but there were times where I'm like, well, this DJ sounds like this when he scratches. Or what kind of scratches that? Or what am I missing? So I'll just go on YouTube and different scratch tutorials and
Wow.
practice at the house.
I didn't even know there was like, different methods for
Yeah.
There's a
that.
crab scratch. There's the.
I remember DJ Fresh, when he first got started, he was talking about how he would mark the records when they still had the vinyl records. He'd
Mhm.
mark it, and then he was so obsessed with getting that right little scratch. And like,
Right there.
he would mark it with like I think it was a crayon. He'd
Yeah.
mark it, and then he
Where to place his hands.
just had to get that specific.
Where
That
the needle,
angle.
where the needle
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think even Dr. Dre was like that. He was very, because I know a lot of people don't remember that he did DJ work for a while before
Yeah.
he became like a huge producer.
Mhm.
But he was obsessed the same way.
Yeah, you gotta
So-
be precise.
Henceforth, the doctor.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they call him the doctor. That's why he dubbed himself Doctor. Well, I don't think he dubbed himself Dr. Dre. I could be wrong. But when he was doing his thing, he was very
Precise, precision.
uh-huh.
Precision is key. But I liked it when you were out there. The flow was so smooth and it was so unique.
Thank you.
And you allowed me to clown. So I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
If y'all didn't see the videos of us out there with the Black History Kickoff, it was a mess.
Acting a fool.
She gave me the
You.
mic. She gave me
It was
the mic.
fantastic,
She knew.
though. I
She
did.
knew people out there
I did
watching.
know.
She knew.
I did know. It was wonderful. It was a good time. But I think what's even cooler is that female DJ out here doing big things. I actually read a couple articles on you. I think you did an article with Essence, I think you did.
Yeah.
There's another one that you did. I was trying to remember what it was.
Essence.
Ebony.
Essence and Ebony.
Yes.
Oh, we sitting up here with a real celebrity.
Yes, she did. She did.
Y'all. Like, y'all mean, like, cross my way. Can I get it crossed? Yeah, right up
Yeah,
here.
you're doing big things. And so,
Real quick, though.
Yeah.
How old are you?
22.
That's what I'm talking
22
about.
years old out here just,
So what you doing?
what you doing?
What y'all doing? What y'all doing? I'm just saying at 22, she already been on Essence and Ebony.
Essence
You know,
Ebony,
that's like, the Black Walk of Fame right there. She hit
It really is. It really is. And I guess, I know some people are going to be watching and be like, ask the question, what kind of celebrities did you meet? Okay, cool. So what kind of celebrities have you met? And I know I've seen a few pictures.
Dave East. He's from New York.
Y'all
A
don't
lot of
know. Y'all
Cali
don't know.
folks. Cali folks know who he is. But
Yes.
for those who don't know, Dave East is a rapper from New York. Met him. I met Jermaine Dupri. I met.
Oh, I think they
Mr.
like
Atlanta.
me.
Oh, I think they
like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. I think they like me.
Yeah.
The mayor of Atlanta.
So that's
Yeah, you gotta give a shout out.
Brat, we love you. Keith Powers. I DJ'd a few of his parties.
Okay.
Isn't Keith Powers the young man that, don't tell me,
I won't.
he did the New Edition
Yep.
thing where he was the, who did he play in the New Edition movie? He was the tall one, he was supposed to be the pretty boy. He
Oh,
was the pretty boy of the group. Light skinned young man, tall.
with the pretty eyes that now sells real estate. He has a great real estate business.
I don't
What you thinking of,
know.
Brown? I don't know exactly who his character was.
Yeah, he's one of the New Edition guys.
Mm-hmm.
But he was always known for like being the pretty boy. Not Ralph.
Not Ralph.
Is
Not
it
him.
the high soprano, the one that was like?
You're asking a lot.
You're just
writing a lot.
I'm
done with you.
But yes, Kevin Powers.
Him, his girlfriend Ryan, Destiny, she's amazing.
Wow.
I'm sure there's others. That was like the main. Davis is probably the biggest though.
Yeah.
I did a few of his parties in Los Angeles. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I see one that you had done. There was a whole bunch of people just kind of like dancing. I think they were like stepping. Was that a meet with the frats?
That was a Q party.
Okay, it was a Q party. So you Qs out there missing out on an opportunity right here. The Qs here. There's Qs here on campus.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't know?
Well, I think somebody reached out to me. I think my uncle's a part of the whole.
That's funny. Your
Yeah.
uncle Q.
Fred Prince.
Okay. Yes.
He's my uncle.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
We would like to
nice.
get some of them real cues out here to
I
show
know.
these little cues of how it's done. How it's done. How it's done.
Listen, exactly.
Yeah, y'all can tell. This message is certified by Alexandria Thomas. This is a call out for all the real ones.
All the real cues.
All the
That's
real cues.
But yeah, so I saw that and I was like, oh, I know this. I said, they stepping out there. I know that. Okay.
Fullerton, SC,
That's what it was.
and at San Jose State, I do the Alpha Barbecue each year for Labor Day.
The Alpha Barbecue? Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
We're gonna have to. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get you out here to do some things with our people out here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Tell me about the most challenging thing for you as a female DJ. What's the most challenging thing for you?
I say respect is a factor when it comes to sometimes collaborating with big events, and not even necessarily, you don't have to be a headliner to get respect, but it's just sometimes you're out there with big dogs and they'll come in. It's more of like an emotional thing. You could just like, brush it off, but sometimes people just don't take you serious, or
Lil Hazen.
yeah.
Lil Hazen and see if he really about this.
Exactly.
Or just some fly by night.
Just a little. Sometimes people like to test. Just a little DJ envy, but other than that, it's pretty. It's fun. It's not.
As you can see, she ain't sweating it.
Yeah.
She ain't sweating it.
Because I expect it. You know?
Yeah, right.
Respect that.
Especially-
to be treated that way, you expect to be treated that way?
Well, from certain individuals.
Okay, so I'm getting this happen to you before.
Yeah. It's usually sometimes mostly when I'm in LA. It's not really out here, but sometimes LA.
okay.
Big dudes
Not
come
in the
in.
valley.
Yeah.
Because you are a big thing in the valley.
Yeah, but you're a big thing all around though,
Yeah.
because you, like you said before, you're doing your thing out here. When did you get started? Like actually going out there and like putting yourself out there, like, oh, I'm a DJ.
That was maybe 4 summers ago. So
Wow.
this year coming up will be.
So again, 22.
She
what y'all
fresh.
doing?
She fresh.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get on her
What y'all
before y'all
doing?
can't afford her. I'm telling you. I'm saying,
What y'all
let's
doing?
say you can get on it before you can afford her, right? Because that's what's gonna happen. You can't afford her.
Yeah, man, you better get on while getting this.
Good. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I know that you've done. What other events have you done out here? I know you. We're talking about us doing stuff together, but. What other events have you done? I know you did the Girl Power Conference, that one.
I did the Girl Power Conference.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do most of the school dances out here
Mm.
for the high schools.
Mm.
I threw a 90s party maybe, was it last summer or 2 summers ago? That's
Okay.
my own thing. I throw my own events too sometimes. But.
All right. How did Essence and Ebony reach out to you? Like, how did that connection happen?
So, with social media, I just decided to go hard with it.
That's go hard or go home.
Yeah, so
E40.
any like clever mix idea, I just decided to make a video for it, make the caption catchy so people would click, and this video started to get a lot of numbers, and I guess we call it viral. But after my Black TV show themes mix went kind of crazy, the Shade Room posted it. And after the Shade Room posted it, Essence and Ebony had an article. And I didn't know about those articles until like maybe 2 weeks after they were out. Somebody was like, girl, you know
Oh my gosh, you made it, girl. That's what happened.
Wait a minute. So
That's what happened.
you said
No, it was
you did
like a
black-
text. It was
you
like
said
a
you did
text.
the black TV
Black
message.
TV show.
Like
these-
so,
Yeah.
like did you ever do?
You didn't see it?
I didn't. I'm gonna be real. You know, I got to
It
be real.
started out with Fresh Prince.
That's
After
right.
Fresh Prince went to All That. After All That, I think I did. Oh, Proud Family. Proud
I
Family.
love
Moesha.
Proud Family. Oh, Moesha. Into the, up to the,
And
into the. Yeah.
got it Power.
Okay.
Say this is a big rich town.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna throw out a challenge for you because I know you got the skills for it. You ought to try some of the shows in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I was gonna throw Cosby Show all in, but it was I had 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
I know.
And
I got you too.
matching
Yes.
BPMs and finding good quality, but I'm still on the search for like better quality.
No.
So-
You know what would be a good one? George Jefferson.
Oh yeah.
Somebody kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Around the grill.
Took a whole bunch of trying to get me up in here. Show did.
That's with the big league.
No, that was because all the comments.
I hate you.
When Shaylee posted all the comments, she should have did this. She should have did that.
Oh no, I like them now say what you should have, could have,
No,
would
but I love
But you ain't doing it though. But you're not the one mixing it though. You talking about
it
like,
take time.
It's all love.
And look what she done accomplished already at 22.
and you mad though.
But you mad because you ain't
You
doing
like
it first.
First, you gotta do it like what's the old boy? Like you just can't get the coordinate. What's his name?
Are you talking about from Friday? The
Yeah,
Father?
coordinate. Be mad because you can't coordinate. You know.
He said you just mad.
Exactly. Put those people together.
Right.
Everybody got. It's easy to critique when you ain't doing it.
Yeah.
It really is. It's easy to critique when you sit back and you watching the show.
We definitely were curious because me and we were keeping in touch, and I was just like, oh no, we gotta do an interview together
Oh yeah.
because you out here doing things that I think people just don't. I guess it's hard for them to see themselves doing it, and then you gotta do it as young as you are doing what you're doing.
Or fathom like the form of success you've already
Yeah.
gained, the recognition that you've already gained at a young age. People still don't think I gotta wait to do this or I have to wait to that. Time waits for nobody.
Not at all.
So if you have it or have the gumption to do or have an idea, of
If you
doing
have
it,
the idea, put it out. Make it a real thing.
Put it
Take
out.
it out your head and make it tangible.
Absolutely.
yeah, you can't be afraid. And I think that's where a lot of people get caught up in. They get caught up in the fear of either somebody not liking it or it not being perceived by everybody. There's a whole bunch of people that ain't gonna like your stuff, and there's a whole bunch of people that don't like me. So,
I mean, it just sound like you, period, but
right. But it still ain't
for-
gonna stop nothing.
No, and for me, I was like wondering about. I know it must be hard being a DJ because then you have to go to places that it may not be as hype, like you got paid, but it may not be a whole lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Still, like,
Okay.
shit, I gotta keep the energy
I still
going.
get those gigs. Like
Yeah.
it's all good. I mean,
Because it's exposure.
it's exposure. Yeah. At the end of the day,
It's
like,
exposure, but still, I know that must be exhausting. We're like, man, y'all paid for me, and then
it ain't
ain't
even.
even pumping like that. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, it could be disappointing, but
Mm.
I won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I just on to the next gig or.
On to the
Don't
next
stop till you get
Mhm.
enough. It's Black History Month, so I'm gonna be dropping all kind of like little black
Absolutely.
Hey, DJ, look.
Do it, don't do it. You do it, you're gonna cause a problem.
You can do it too.
So I know we were talking before, and like we were in a conversation back and forth about you coming up here, and you're like, I'm not in school right now, da da da, and I'm like, that's not what this is about. This has more to do with, education isn't always the formal form.
Right.
Like here, yes, we promote education, but education also is like, how did you go through the process of like becoming a DJ? How did you become successful? Like your whole business plan, like how did you get out there?
On the job training,
so
that kind of
I mean, talking to you about it, especially being a female DJ, sometimes like we said before, like even you said it, that there's not a whole lot of female DJs out here, and then you have the courage to be like, well, I'm going to be one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And again, I keep bringing up your age, you just said, I'm just going to do it.
It's for me, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
but that first dance, like, the people's reactions and the way people
Didn't want to
it was
leave.
just a smooth night. Like I could make people dance. I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. A lot of DJs, like I've experienced other DJs, and like one group will be excited, jumping around, but then our group will just be, you know,
like it's not pop.
like what is going
it's
on? This ain't our music. We can't even dance. Like this ain't even it.
So I guess I'm here for the food and the punch.
Right. Literally.
Anybody get a touch of
We don't take our pictures. We look cute. We don't bounce.
Yeah, because Anthony throwing that after party at his house, and his mama called Jim Bug, and he coming to DJ, and that's where we gonna be.
Yeah, we're going to the
house party.
For real.
At the after party at the house party.
Exactly, but something house party.
Yeah, they be,
exactly.
They be slapping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's how that's another way. That was key. The year after I decided I'm gonna be a DJ, I did nothing but house parties out here. And that kind of built my following up too. So by the time I did videos, I had like enough people to share it.
Shout out to the 90s.
Y'all didn't hear what she
playing
just said. No,
house
y'all
parties.
didn't hear what she just said. She said videos. She said she started doing videos.
I would take all
did
the footage from those house parties,
Yeah.
post it everywhere,
Yeah.
and then just everybody, oh yeah, I was there, follow. Or I'd throw a party and be like, follow me on Snapchat for the address.
That's right.
Everybody.
That's right.
Next thing you know, like 600 people over there. I'm like, goodness, okay. So then when you do something, they see you live, they see you actually just putting something on. It's like, oh, that's my girl.
Y'all getting it right here. These are marketing tips.
Simple.
You ain't gonna learn this in a classroom, for the record.
Yeah, not like this.
For the record, for y'all comm majors, for y'all in the like communications, mixed media, y'all ain't gonna get this in a textbook.
Yeah.
This right here, this real life experience. This is how this person went about getting it. This is how this person went about doing it, and just different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's saying is, you too can do this.
And you're
You can
also
do it
approachable.
Yes.
You're also very approachable, and I think that also scares people. Like people get intimidated, like, oh, I can't, come to you and ask questions. I'm like, they're just a person. I saw someone
Ask
the other
me
day.
anything.
That's why I was scared.
I'm like, she got on
when
shoes,
when that young lady was like freaking out. I'm like, say hello.
Yeah.
Just, it's okay.
Please do, because I listen, if you pass out here, we ain't got that kind of insurance. This is Cal State University, Bakersfield, just so you know.
That was the first reaction like that before. No.
Oh, that
Was it?
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe
I seen your face and you lit up, you was like,
They usually people are like, oh hey girl, aren't you that? Oh, and that's cool, but
No, I love the reaction. I was just like, we making wishes, we making dreams come true over here.
we'll
Didn't
make
even
a
know
wish
it.
foundation on Black History Month.
I'm telling you.
That was
That was a fire
wonderful.
moment. It was funny too because you were just like, what? Oh, hey, what's up?
like, hey girl.
Yeah. Because when she
She's like, my homegirl. Like, what's up?
Yeah, and then when her crew came back, they were like, just like pointing over there. I was over there. She was like,
Oh, I loved it.
shout out, and it was wonderful because to know that other people in other areas are giving you recognition from other universities, other colleges that were up here. I think there were like 3 universities. I think it was.
Let me tell you, on Instagram, one of them was like, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the Bakersfield. No, for real, they were like, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to Bakersfield because they got things going on. I'm not even playing.
Okay.
I'm not playing. They like, I'm gonna transfer over there because y'all got things going on. I was like,
and we do.
that's it. That's it. And it's all
The market is
yeah.
The market is here. It's Kern County conversation. The market is here.
The market's here. The talent's here.
The talent's here. It's just a matter of literally putting everything into place.
Put it out there.
So we telling y'all, Black people that's
Black
out
people.
there watching on the TV, we're going to let you know if you got the talent. Please come get us at the BSU. If not, follow us.
Call me now.
Call me now. Call me now. You can go to CSUB underscore BSU
Someone's gonna feel so
underscore.
disrespected.
Please don't.
Nobody knows that
Listen,
Cleo.
okay.
Cleo from remember Cleo
Yeah.
from the
I don't want your money.
In terms of editing, you every time we do something, every time we do a podcast, every time we do a podcast, look at the cameras now. Every time we do a podcast, this one right here takes my editing process from an hour to like 3 hours.
Ooh, because I can't say that.
No, you just be going. I'll be like, what are you talking about?
She shut
What
my mic
tangent?
off.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't move fast enough to the thing. I couldn't move fast enough to do it. But because usually we have like a whole crew, but everybody like in class and stuff. But this is cool because then we have a chance to like get like real like talk about what's going on, talk about what your experience has been, and everything like that.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about, I know people are thinking this, like, well, how do you get paid? How did that process go in terms of like rate? Like, what was your
my starting rate was $50 an hour.
Yeah.
So, and the way I go about it, I have my own contracts. Half the price paid up front.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the other half paid the day of. But now sometimes people book me from different places, so I can't really meet with them every single time for contracts. So they'll still send the deposit for half, and I'll send them the terms, agreement, and everything. But and just send them an invoice, receipt wise. But my rates, they have gone up.
Yeah, but you're worth it.
I still make everything. This is the thing, like.
But you're also bringing your own equipment. It's not like, okay, you're paying for the DJ and you're paying. And I think you were talking to someone the other day at the end of the event. You were like, oh no, it includes like your equipment, it includes the speakers,
sound lighting, whatever you guys.
And I was just like, stop being cheap.
Yeah,
like
they want a lot for a little bit.
No, that's why I was annoyed when people were like, because I was like, no, you gotta ask her for her price. I was like, I can't give you a price, whatever price that was ranged between us. I can't give you a price because whatever price
that's what be killing me. Well, how much you pay? You can't get it.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. You gotta ask.
Right.
I don't want to give out a number on your behalf.
I always, before I even mention what my standard rate is, I'm like, I work with everybody's budget. So depending on what type of event it is, usually if it's an event where you want me to promote the whole thing, and you want to charge people at the door, and you only want to give the DJ $100, that ain't gonna work because you're making at least a rack or two at the door. You can give the DJ at least some of it. And,
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and who's bringing all the people in at the end of the day? You got to look at that. So.
Yeah, they're not coming to see you. They're not coming to see you, Bootsy.
Or how they hear about it. Not to make it seem like, No,
but I feel like
I've worked up to this
if
point.
You're doing all the work, pretty much. And this is something to also learn in business, is to listen up. If you're doing all the work, how do you expect to pay somebody like, oh, we only got like this much money? Not when I'm doing all the work.
Right.
That's not what. So because at that point you're not just being a DJ.
You're being a DJ, promoter, and if you want, basically you coming to me to get the event together. I'm an event producer at this point, so that's 3 different jobs.
It's 3 different jobs, and that's why I was saying, like, you got your own contract, and I love that. How'd you get help with the contract in terms of?
My mom, she used to do it for my dad.
Oh, okay. So it's good that your family was already, so it's kind of like predestined.
Right.
So they help. Okay, that's wonderful.
Cool.
That's wonderful. Have you ever gone out of state?
Yes, Atlanta was the furthest that I've been.
Okay, so that's when you met.
That's where I met Jermaine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to the ATL.
It was a festival.
So that opportunity, even if it wasn't paying, you're like, shoot, this is the means of ways I can make money off of this opportunity. So that's a good point.
So basically, what she's saying is there's more than one way to make money. It doesn't have to be physical currency. It can pay off in exposures and networking.
I did a full parties in the beginning of all this for like $50, $40 sometimes. Period. The entire night I had my speakers the whole shebang, but it's like nobody knew about my skill, about anything at that moment. So it's like you gotta just go for broke.
You have to do it. We're always trying to promote black talent, black excellence, and again like intelligence. We were telling one of the students like, hey, if you're getting like crazy great grades and you're getting all these like different grants, you need to share that. So people know like, no, the black students are doing things on campus. That's possible. And then like also, who's your mentor? So other students can go to that person and get assistance too. So I'm always telling them like there's tons of opportunities. Like recently, I went and got you. I went to, they have like this volunteer thing happening. I think it just ended right now. For students on campus to go and volunteer and get that on their resume, and they help them with their resumes. It's the CE, it's the Center for, I can't remember what it is, but it's the CEC. It has to do with like career development. And I was just like, I had to go because I know a lot of students that I'm around, they're in classes, so I'm just like, let me go ahead and see what they got going on. find out some information, get some things, and then just put it here or keep it in my office. And when they come by, oh, what's going on? I say, go to Handshake. Handshake is the site that we use on campus for jobs or volunteer work. So, you know, I'm always trying to get, you know, let everybody know, listen, there's jobs here, there's volunteer work here.
You're like, you're a dot connector.
Yeah, she's a
you
know what's funny? Alice kind of said that she didn't frame it in that way, but that people always come and ask me questions and they're like satisfied because they get answers, and I'm like, well, I'm not. That wasn't really my intention, but it happened that way. Yeah, it happened that way.
It is.
But yeah, so the students here, you know, I'll showcase the talents I have. First of all, nobody's even seen half of the talent that I have.
Yeah.
But
it's blow your wig back.
Yeah, they haven't
seen. If you ain't got one, you might want to hold on to your hair.
Yeah, they haven't seen half the talent that I have, because that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to help. You know, if I can show you what
I'm going to talk after this about some of the talents.
Oh, we got
hold on. One of her student workers, I got to throw it out there because she's in class. She's also a single mother. She was a mentee
of her books
mine.
is up there. One of her books is up there. She actually, one of her books is in there. I'm sorry. It's Quinn Ellis. She actually wrote a book. One of my student workers wrote a book, and I said, "Why don't you have your book in the Black Student Union Library?"
You have to give it how it was. The final push, because I was on Quinn about she stays writing. She stays writing. She's also the BSU treasurer.
Okay.
She stays writing, and so I was like, "What about self-publishing?" She's like, "I'm gonna get to it." I'm gonna get to it. I said, "Listen, you get to it, I'll design your book cover."
Ooh.
I'm gonna get to it. So we went to First Friday, talked to a few people again, networking. We met these two gentlemen. One was a budding artist, a comic book artist. Another guy did writing the same as hers, was reading her stuff. He was like, "I'll give you the route I went to go get self-published."
Right.
So then she had that information, but what finally pushed her was Kelly was self-published. She published the book.
I did.
And when I found that out,
but it was like raggedy.
That wasn't the point.
I'm not even kidding. It wasn't raggedy. I did the illustration. I did the book, but it was like.
Hold on, that's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting to, listen, regardless, it was published. Right. It was somebody she knew.
Speaking of you know, black girls being just amazing and magical, how do you feel as like a black female DJ? Do you feel like, I mean, I know you were saying that sometimes you kind of get disrespect because you get, like you were saying before.
That's only down, yeah. That's just people's egos, all that.
Yeah, people's egos. Have you ever had an experience with like being a black female DJ? Like, you ever had an experience that you're like, oh no, I'm getting treated this way because I am a black female DJ?
No. Because most of the events I do are for my people.
Are for your people.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I give a lot of love. I feel it's empowering to me. I love it.
Well, I think that's cool though that you're like, nah, because I used to just be messing around with black people.
But no, even I've done quinces. I've done weddings for different. Yeah.
Those of you don't know,
you do it all.
Yeah, no, I feel you. You gotta get it where the money is.
Get it where it is. That's my next move. I'm getting into beats and everything.
No, you can go ahead and be a producer so you make these monies. You know. Royalties, exactly.
Yeah. We got a saying up here at the BSU. If you want to be like me, you gotta get a J.O.B.
Exactly. What people always asking us what?
Sound like a hit to me.
What y'all got going on?
Nothing but the rent. If you want to be like me.
You know.
Oh, don't act like you don't be singing it with me. Sing. There you go. Nothing going on over here but the rent. Don't. Be like me.
Yeah.
Nothing going on over here but the rent. Boom.
Stop it.
Like.
Yeah, because I'm
Like back. Yeah, run it back.
Run that back.
DJ, hit that beat one time.
But is there any last words of encouragement or anything that you want to tell the young peoples out there about, like,
the
things that you've gone through, or any experiences that you want to share that might help people want to get onto their own business? And
I think one of the main things that should be said is don't care at all about what other people think about you.
No, I don't.
Even if your friends are your friends, if you have to have no friends, do that. Like, don't be around anyone who's negative, anyone who's kind of bringing you down. Just do you, and you will attract the right people that you're supposed to be around.
Take a line for Cat Williams.
That's the first thing.
real.
That's the
Feel
first
free.
thing. Just
to hate on
do
me.
yourself. Do you, and just
Right.
do whatever makes you happy.
That's what we do over here at BSU.
Yeah.
We just doing what we gotta do.
Yeah, so I will say this,
Yeah.
a line from Cat Williams, feel free to hate on me, because I'm going to stay being who? Alex T. That's
You're
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah,
you know,
you
It's
can't
hard to,
focus
it's
on
hard
people.
to, yeah, it's
You're
hard
not going to please everyone.
Exactly.
You're not going to please everyone, and you might not end up pleasing no one, but through it all, you may make something or create something very beautiful and very influential, and you reach a lot of people.
When you look at like the greats, like Drake, like I listen a lot to Tyler the Creator because he preaches this like in every single interview, is to like be yourself and just stay positive, stay happy, be around people who love you. Like literally, you might have disagreements with people. No friendship, relationship is gonna be perfect, but ultimately, be around people who support you and whatever vision you have, who are gonna help you, uplift you. If it's just words of encouragement, if it's just someone who's a listening ear, who's there, keep those people around. People who aren't doing that, don't sweat them. Keep it pushing. And focus on yourself, because nobody can do the work for you. Like,
no, they're not. They're not.
You
They're gonna make all the criticism in the world about
Period.
what you're doing right or no, what you're doing wrong. They're there to tell you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
But they're not there during the process, in the trenches with you. And I think that's really what counts, is who's in the trenches. Everybody want to hop on when it's all popping and stuff like that. You rarely hear people that are there in the ground floor, in the trenches.
Oh yeah.
Mike Jones. Now, what back then they didn't want me, now they all on me.
All the videos I made, my mom mostly recorded.
Yeah.
I had like a best friend that was around at the time. But yeah, like you just gotta do it on your own and find people who love you to help you.
Right, because if they love you and they're willing to help you, you know they ain't gonna do nothing
It's
to
not gonna
hurt you.
feel like it's a burden or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, real, I do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. I was like, for real? You want to? I was like,
Of
hell
course.
yeah. So you know.
Thank you for not snatching up mine from me at the kickoff.
Of course not.
I was on
You're
one.
natural. You MC.
No,
That's hard for a
what's
lot of people to do.
No, that's why I said you need the mic.
Mhm.
But I was just like, I'm cool, but that's not my thing.
Right.
I'm not that. I'm more the person who's behind the scenes.
Mhm.
I mean, don't
You
get me
know,
wrong.
yeah.
I love being behind the scenes because I'm ripping and running and I get to see, good efforts. But I mean, if y'all need, a hype man,
Step in when needs help.
getting it good.
Exactly.
Kelly was like, I know who you are. You're a hustle man. You're a hustle man. You
I had to show her. I said,
I remember.
I said, from Martin. You're like, I said, no, I gotta show it to you. So I showed it to her, and she's like, that is me. I said,
jobs
well, hustle
you had,
man. Yes.
seasons.
Yes, exactly.
He said,
For real.
he said, nobody want your pictures on the branch. She said, this smells good. And he said, yeah, pudding.
He's like, no, molasses.
She was like, what is that? He said, no, that's too passe.
That's too passe.
He said, no,
That's what that scene from this episode from Martin. They freezing. They hungry.
And Tommy-
Hustle man come in with this
Tommy's supposed to be
branch.
getting pieces.
Yeah, and he got this branch like of 5 chickens, cooked chickens. He walked in a piece being like, $5.
He said, normally, but at this rate, I'll give it to you for $15.
That's right. That's right.
$15.
And
Don't nobody want your pictures on the bread.
And then here comes
He
Gina.
said, are you
Gina
sure?
hungry. And he like, hey, pudding. That was hilarious. I said, that's you.
Yep.
That you're a hustle man.
Yep.
But what's his saying? That's your saying.
He said, what is it? If I got it, you get it. If you don't get it, I can get it. No, if I got it, if you need it, I got it. No.
See, you messed up.
Hold on.
If you need it, I got it.
Yeah, if you need it, I got it. If you ain't got it, I can go and get it. So get it while I'm getting this. Good.
Exactly.
It's because I do say it a lot, but it's really what it is. I'm about information if I know, it's like this, if you know where clean water is, you can't drink up all that clean water. You're supposed to let other people know where it's at. And that just goes the same for information, networking. If you know somebody that's going to give you a right answer or is willing to help you find that answer and not send you to building or to place to place, because timing is of the essence.
Right.
And different things like that, you're going to tell somebody, hey.
Time is money.
Time is money. It is life.
That's why I appreciate you coming, because you could be out here hustling, making pesos, cash, and we over here just cracking up, having a good time. But I mean, I know this can lead to other things.
This is all a part of it,
It's all a part of it, but still,
But
so that's why I say I
yeah.
always appreciate when you can come down and you can do stuff, and we were talking about.
We gotta get you before you get to
No, but like even if it was, and you said heck yeah or whatever,
I'm still coming
we have to
down.
work.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
we have to, and we gonna always stay supporting you, always stay promoting you.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, again, 22. But on the side note, it was Black History Month, and Kelly and myself, we discovered this chemist. Not discovered this chemist, but I never knew about this female chemist who was the first African American to receive her master's degree and the first African American woman. Her name was Alice Ball, and she died by the age of 24. However, what she did within that time span of 1912, getting 2 degrees from 1912, 1914, and 1915, come to find out this woman toured both domestically and internationally, bringing women into chemistry.
Yeah.
So not just
changed lives.
Change lives and save lives.
Yeah,
she also developed the ball method.
The ball method,
Which helped treat leprosy, and she went through getting this method and the different forms of treatment through looking at how other cultures treat it, as far as like China, Indonesia, and different things like that.
Wow.
And to this day, you can read her diaries. They said it was so meticulous, and so enthralled. This woman, who again died at the age of 24. And when you say you're only 22, you've already been in Essence and Ebony magazine. It made me
you got
what am I doing?
long way. You have the future's bright.
Right,
The future's so damn
things
bright.
that you have accomplished in the time that you've been here. I mean, and how you've utilized your time, I think is also key. And you utilize the resources and the different things.
Yeah.
You didn't be like, oh no, I don't want to hear this because it's coming from my parents or different things like that.
Right.
You took advantage of that experience,
And that's wonderful.
and that is
You do it from anywhere too, especially these days.
yeah.
Anywhere.
Get you a camera, you good.
You can
Right.
Use that phone, you good.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I just want to say thank you as always.
Thank you.
We gonna
Thank
do
you.
Go help you with some things. We got a whole bunch of prizes that we're gonna give you. That we actually have our pop-up shops and everything.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.